Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we are going to do a review on one of the most monstrous fragrances from the past. This fragrance is known as Versace by Versace. So this is Versace Uomo EDT, Eau de Toilette Concentration, which came out in the year 1991. So the bottle I have is an original formulation. So this is a gorgeous scent. This is a masterpiece, and along with the original Dreamer fragrance by Versace, I would say Versace is one of the top two fragrances that Versace has produced for men. This fragrance has a cult-like following, and even when I open the box like this, I get blasted by its oriental woodiness, its powderiness. So I would classify this as a fairly complex scent. And a lot of people get a lot of nostalgia from this fragrance because this is the pre-cell phone era, the pre-internet era. This was a time of social interaction. And this is in a time of life where you walked your day. You didn't run through your day like we do now. So this has a pretty unusual bottle. It's not the most beautiful bottle, but it's a decent creation. So I'm gonna take the top off, give it a spray in the back of my wrist. So initially, I get a very light, smoky, but fairly heavy, powdery scent. It's definitely floral in its arrangement. You get citrus, lemon citrus, along with some orange. So out of all the openings I've ever smelled, this is one of the most stunning and one of the most complex. There's a lot going on, maybe 4 or 5 different facets to the opening, but it is gorgeous. Then it starts to change. Maybe a minute or two in, you get the first dry down. And then the first dry down, you get the lavender, you get some more of a barbershop vibe. It's still powdery, it's spicy with a sweet tartness to it. You get like a double floral note. You get some more rosy red notes and some white wedding vibes to it. The late dry down definitely becomes woodier, creamier. It's still floral, it's soft, but it's sharp. Then I would say maybe 5 hours in, it changes again. There's almost a double dry down. And this is actually my most favorite part of the scent, the late dry down. It becomes darker, a little bit resinous. It's dusty, powdery, and smoky. Like in the best way is that like some type of spice market in the Middle East that is full of traders and beautiful smells all around you. So this fragrance here, as advertised, the top notes are lime, lavender, lemon, bergamot, peach, petitgrain, mandarin orange, and various green notes. The mid notes are Brazilian rosewood, carnation, balsam fir, jasmine, orris root, and coriander. And the base notes are amber, vanilla, musk, sandalwood, cedar, tonka bean, and benzoin. Performance on this, you get about 5 hours that is solid. You get some good scent wafts, but then it pulls in tighter to the skin. But the late dry down, I think, is still the best part of the fragrance. I would say this is a sexy fragrance. And this Versace, I would say, definitely was ahead of its time. This fragrance is over 33, almost 34 years old, and it's very sophisticated even today. There's nothing like it that I can think of that's in the marketplace. Maybe some obscure niche brand that you would have to pay $500 a bottle, but this was a very moderate price in its day. I would say anybody can wear it. And some people will say, well, I get an old man's vibe. I don't get an old man's vibe at all. This is a very modern style fragrance. I would wear it on a cool day, a fall day. I don't really think it's a summer scent, but I think it's definitely a date night scent, and ladies will love it. Final thoughts on this. This is no doubt possibly the ultimate masterpiece of men's fragrances, or Versace, in my opinion, in the sense that they had fragrances maybe in the 80s, but those are very heavily masculine, animalic. This one here is a new type of fragrance. It's the originality is very, very high, and the overall scent profile is complex. Side by side, I would say this is up there with the original Dreamer. And this is also a type of scent that when you smell it, you don't forget it. So if you can get your hands on a couple of bottles and you want to be remembered, people will think, though, the ladies will want to grab a hold of your jacket to keep it, to be able to smell it, because I think it's that type of scent that's going to make a huge emotional imprint in somebody's mind. People are really, really going to like it. So this definitely checks off all the boxes. This is becoming harder and harder to find in Canada where I live. It's difficult, but if you dig and you search, you can find a bottle. And if you like something a little more original, woody, spicy, but it's not a sickening spice, it still has a very natural vibe to it, I think this fragrance will be for you. Like I said, this is a winner. This is one of the finest fragrances I've ever put my nose on. It's too bad something like this was ever discontinued, because it still has the modern vibe. So if you like this fragrance, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.